Well, here we are at the end of Leadership Conference. Wow, it's been powerful, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, you can't hear one more speech or one more idea or one more thought. You are ready to go to work, aren't you? Yeah, so without a doubt, right here and right now, we sit in this arena with dreams and passions and ideas bursting from our chests, with eyes that sparkle, and we realize we have been transformed, truly transformed in just 3 short days, taken to a new place in our mind. Amid your dancing manifestations in a perfect world on a prosperous planet where thoughts become things and dreams come true and love conquers all. I think we just might be the luckiest people on earth. What do you think? I can't hear you. What do you think? Hey gang, play full out with me, because I'm telling you what, you got to show up to go up. Wouldn't you agree? All right. I do believe this, though, that luck is where skill and hard work meet and face each other for the final frontier, and that's where we are. Along the journey, miracles will happen. They'll come out and stretch their arms and bring you in when you're in motion. You might think that it's the planets that lined up just right, or you're lucky because it's the year of the rabbit, or whatever. You'll make something up in your head. But actually, those miracles and so-called luck happen when God blesses you and chooses to remain anonymous. And you know what else? The harder you work, the luckier you're going to get. So are you wondering exactly how you're going to put this all together? How are you going to get it all done? Stop wondering. Let's start working. If you want it badly enough, and if it is truly your strongest passion, the how-to will show up, I promise you that. But you've got to be in motion. Motion creates commotion, and the dream begins, and it begins to be visible, and the belief grows, and then, out of nowhere, those so-called miracles appear. I know you know what I'm talking about, because you've experienced them before in your careers, haven't you? You know those recruits that come out of the woodwork and you go, I don't know how it happened. I don't know about you, but I don't want to watch a whole lot of sports. I watch the Super Bowl, of course, absolutely, and my favorite OU football team. And aside from that, I always watch the Olympics. But you know, I have to say, with all the sports that I love and I watch, I am so in admiration and inspired by the commitment of every single athlete to their passion. They make a decision, then they nurture that decision. They're not busy looking for evidence of how it's not going to support them. They get in to win. They lace up their shoes, they get off the bench, they get in the game. If you've been sitting on the sidelines, gang, it is time to get in the game. Show up, suit up, stand up, and play your best game now, right? Stand up, everybody that's going to play their best game now. Well, you've heard it over and over. It is only halftime. And what you've done and where you are right now only matters until now. It's what you're going to do in the next 6 months that will determine the final score. I'm telling you, I remember one time coming to a leadership conference. I had in 346,000 retail in unit production, and I crossed the stage being on target for the $650,000 unit club. Not even remotely close to thinking I could do more. That year, we finished our first $1 million year. I don't tell you that to impress you, I tell you that to impress upon you that you have only just begun to capture your dream this year. The next 6 months are going to make all the difference in the world. This, right now, is your call to action. Your dream is waiting for you at the finish line, and you've got to go after it with reckless abandon. It won't, be pretty, and you may not do it perfectly, do it anyway. Though you've been disappointed in the past, do it anyway. Though it'll change you and challenge you, and it'll make you a little uncomfortable. Can you think of any time in your business that you felt a little uncomfortable? Do it anyway. And though it'll take some time and effort, do it anyway. You know what you need to do. You know you're smart. Get into action and get the results. You know what's right and what's wrong, and you can spend a lifetime making up excuses of, why you can't and all that. It's just a story in your head. The last 3 days we've experienced Leadership Conference 2011. Inspire. Be inspired. Inspiring. Inspirational. And an inspiration. The root word is in. The answers are all in you, not outside of you. Look inward for your own inspiration, not out in the world. Touch your own sense of excellence and do the right thing. You have one moment in time, gang, to be all that you want to be. Listen to your inner knower, that small, silent voice that's telling you to be great. Be great. Reach out, stretch, reach up. To be different when the rest of the world wants us to be blenders. We're not blenders. We're not. We're non-conventional thinkers. We're visionaries. We're dreamers. We're entrepreneurs. We're leaders. We're Mary Kay sales directors and future sales directors, right? So do what's got to be done. Do what's got to be done. Do it anyway in spite of all the reasons and reasonableness. Do it anyway. Make a difference. Get somewhere. Take yourself to the next level. This is it, right here, right now, that we decide. Need I truly say more? Really? Come on. Woody Allen said 90% of the reason for my success is that I just kept showing up. And that's what a committed person does. In fact, when a committed person does three things, the universe aligns exactly perfectly with your dream, and the power angels come in to support that dream. And the first one is, you've heard it over and over, believe in yourself. Oh my gosh, to just believe in yourself, believe that you are enough, believe that you have everything it takes. Be inspired by your own belief in you, because you are enough. God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. Believe in you. Secondly, understand the process of success, because sometimes we shy away from it. Do you ever stop and get discouraged when you experience a failure? Well, you gotta have failures. They're part of the success process. You can't have success without them. Failures just sharpen us. They mold us. They refine us, not define us. You know, I'm reminded of the little story. The story of the little boy sitting on the curb watching the sculptor take a big, huge piece of stone and begin to chip away at it, and chip away at it, and chip away at it. And every single day, a little bit more of the figurine emerged. And finally, the little boy turned to the sculptor and said, as this beautiful woman emerged, "Sir, how did you know she was in there?" Don't compare yourself when you feel like a failure to anyone else. Your time isn't someone else's time. NSD Valerie Bagnall once shared with me, success is like standing in line. We'll eventually get to the checkout stand and collect our rightful due. But if you ever get out of that line, you got to start all over again. If God gave you a dream, He believes in you. The process of success is never comfortable. And that's because even though we think we've got it all together, God isn't finished with us yet. He knows there really is a giant inside of there. And the third thing, work. Because work always wins. But only if you work smart, not hard. Back your work with that focus in that direction. Have a goal. Sometimes people confuse activity with accomplishment. It's kind of like that little hamster in the cage on the wheel. Its goal is to get food, and it continues to roll on the wheel and roll on the wheel, and the food is 2 inches away, and it's kind of like some of us and our directors. We confuse activity with accomplishment. So work smart, not hard. No one ever strolled to a goal and accomplished anything noteworthy. You must decide what your goal is, because the goal will give you a direction and a deadline. The last 4 letters of the word decide means to kill. Suicide, homicide, pesticide. So decide to kill off all other options, all other choices that don't lead to your goal, all other distractions that get in your way. Nothing great was ever accomplished without a little elbow grease. So here we are, ready to walk out that door and chase our dreams. We have exactly 161 days left to the finish line. But in 161 days, magic can happen to a committed person. So how will the chapters of 2011 unfold for you? Will it read, she became a sales director? Or will it say, head of the class in her new director class? Or will it say, earned my first Mary Kay car, or earned 3 in 1 year? Will the chapters be titled, my first pink Cadillac, or the top director trip, or closing in on my national sales director dream to debut on the 50th anniversary of 2013? You are writing those pages to your 2011 Mary Kay adventure right this moment. Autograph your work with excellence. Make it a #1 bestseller. Make more than that, make it a smash hit and turn it into a box office phenomenon. I'm telling you, somebody in this crowd is going to have the kind of the year that the whole company is going to be talking about. It might as well be you. This is the year. This is the year. Wonderful, wonderful, fortunate you. This is the year that your dreams come true. You've got to name it, then claim it, then expect some pain from it, then sustain it, then gain it, and finally take the fame from it. Know this, by then you've earned it. And that's going to be at seminar. Well, that's all there is, folks. There ain't no more. The third quarter has begun. Run to your goal. Do not walk. Do not pass go. Do not collect your $200